Welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about Paul Thorpe and my thoughts on why he's had to deactivate all his social media and private his YouTube videos. Now, everything I'm about to say is pure speculation and purely my own thoughts. Now, I don't know Paul personally, but I've been watching his videos since he turned political, and he seems like a good guy, family man, father, granddad, successful businessman. Seems like a really top man. Unfortunately these days, them are the kind of things that people on the internet hate. Jealous, vile people on the internet, they hate that kind of thing. And over the last few months he's been making real traction with his channel, getting through to a lot of people. I think he was involved in two of them Patriot rallies. I'll call them rallies because I don't think they're not protests, they was rallies. The two ones, peaceful ones in London, was rallies. They wasn't protests at all. There wasn't like the violent folks that have been out on the streets over the last week. They're going to be responsible for what's about to happen all over Twitter, all on YouTube, probably Rumble. Facebook, we know, has always been corrupt. Mark Zuckerberg looks like an alien trying to impersonate a human. We're going to start to see some real Stasi style stuff, because they do not want you to be able to show what's going on the streets. They have always wanted to control the narrative of what people see, which is why they always control the narrative with the mainstream media. You can turn on one news channel, it will say word for word the same thing as 3-4 other news channels. This is proper dystopian stuff that we're living through at the minute, and these idiots on the streets have just give Starmer the excuse he needed. But anyway, back to Paul. These are my thoughts. In his last video, he said about his family. So this is going to be my guess. My guess is that the people that scream about getting fascists off their streets are doing the very fascist thing of finding out where his family lived, and they're probably threatening violence, because nothing screams being a good person like turning up outside somebody's home, threatening their grandchildren. Because nothing says change your mind like violence. No, I can change your mind through a debate. No, I'm going to change your mind through violence, and that's terrorism. And that goes for anyone, regardless of their religion, colour. The moment you use violence to try and change someone's mind is the day where you've lost the debate. And that's what I think's happened to Paul. I think the good people that they call themselves, screaming about fascists on the street, have become the fascists themselves. Probably doxed Paul's family, and the police have probably advised Paul to deactivate all his social media, get out the country, and don't say too much about it, which is a real shame, because I thought we always lived in a free country. But apparently if you're holding the right kind of placard and you're beating the drum singing about fascists while being a fascist yourself, well, I guess everything's alright, nothing will happen to these people. They won't be targeted by Keir Starmer's Stasi police. They'll be just fine. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about this. Catch you in another one.